I can't believe that guy blew himself up like that. He was home free. Till I got there anyway. And then I've recently started China, Japan, and Sweden. I think I'm up to rank 3 in Sweden. And I'm almost there in China. But we got some work to do in Japan and stuff like that. Ooh, well, we got a hit at least. He's going to be kind of pissed that I hit him and he didn't hit me. Where'd that other guy go? Shit, that's not good. Oh, there he is. It's the guy you lose. The guy you lose. It's going to kill you. Might get this. We might get this. Nope, not enough. Nope, not enough. That rudder's pretty strong, though. Alright. Again, guys, also getting towards the end. A little cooked from all the top tier this morning. Oh, my gosh. One of your bio things says veteran. I say Marine Corps. Marine Corps. I'm an Embry-Riddle alumni, so I've got all my flight licenses. You know, the single engine, multi-engine, instrument, commercial. I've got my CFI. And then after graduating, I went into the Marine Corps. Officer, you know, OCS, TBS, went through all that training. Went through primary. We trained in the T-34, which is a turboprop. Oh, fixed-wing turboprop. Really fun plane to fly. And then after that, they had like a helo draft. So a whole bunch of us got sent over to do helos. I trained in the TH-57, and then it was during my training in the CH-53 that I got sick and developed that little thing on my head, which kind of cost me everything. It's so funny how such a small thing can kind of change everything, right? But we found our way back. We found our way back to aviation, that is. I'm still, when I got home in, oh, I guess it was around the end of 2010, 2011 or so, and then it was like the end of 2011, 2012 that I built this PC that I'm still on right now with the idea of getting into VR and doing like some flight stuff, but there really wasn't a lot out there, and I don't know how I didn't find War Thunder. Either it hadn't quite launched yet or I just missed it. I don't know, maybe being a free game, I probably missed it. Because, yeah, if I'd have found something like this, it was like what I was looking for. I was so sick of Flight Sim. I just wanted to be like, shoot something, you know. Ace Combat didn't quite do it. One, because it was on console, and two, it was just so arcadey. We'll play the new one when it comes out, but I don't expect to, you know, be like, oh, this is way better than War Thunder. I'm never going to play War Thunder again. Like, no way. This game is just real enough to keep it really fun. Or, you know, to have everything that I was, like, looking for, but at the same time, you know, trim out all the stuff that we'll get in DCS when we do DCS. Because, again, once we get the old girl built this weekend, I can't wait to start digging into a lot of other games. Because right now we're still full-time on the console. Which I'll keep my PS5, too. I have enjoyed gaming on that. It plays a lot of games very well. It compares pretty close. I just wish it was a little more compatible. Kind of like Xbox is. You can almost have a PC experience with your Xbox. You can kind of do that with a PlayStation, but it's still very, very PlayStation, almost like Apple. Pardon, but that's what keeps a lot of people with PlayStation. That's kind of their business model. That's why we'll never be on the Gaijin marketplace, you know. Oh, thank you guys for hanging out and being interested. I appreciate that. You're going into, oh, wow, cryptology. How about that? Well, yeah, you're like one of the perfect people I'm trying to reach, man. All the ones that might be nervous and are volunteering and going out there, especially with fighting breaking out. Just nothing more honorable. And we're all a little scared when we make that decision. Ugh. I actually had to go to the airport, get on a plane, fly to Virginia, get off the plane, and then get to the bus. So I was like anticipating the bus the whole time. That plane ride was, oh man, nerve wracking. Can't, knowing I had a flight contract and going into the Marine Corps is different from all the other services. In the Navy, Army, or Air Force, if you have any kind of a guaranteed flight spot, which I'm not even sure if you can get that in the Army, you go through your boot camp or whatever and you go straight into flight training. In the Marine Corps, not only do you have to go through 10 weeks of, OCS ground training, but then you've got another 6 months of the basic school where it's all ground training, all of it, all 6 months. And so I'm sitting there the whole time. I've been flying in college for the last 4 years, can I even make it through all this ground training? And I was a sports guy and was in really, really good shape and, was a distance runner and all that. So I wasn't necessarily worried about physically if I could make it, but, do we have really the mental for all that? So yeah, it's nerve wracking, but that's really cool if you've got something like guaranteed for cryptology. That'll be a really crazy experience. You'll get to see some crazy, crazy stuff. Yeah, if you want to get into more immersive experience, you could get a head tracker. That is in the future. WindWing's on its way. The beginning of April, the stuff should start showing up. So I'm hoping by mid-April we'll be all set up with a stick, throttle, rudder. I've got all the cameras to give you guys lots of views, a rudder view, overhead, throttle. I've got quite a few more cameras to add. So yeah, keep coming and hanging out. That follow will go a long way. We'll do as many flight games as I can get my hands on. And when I get the money, most likely to an Xbox or Series X. Yeah, Xbox, I probably would, even though I'm partial to PlayStation. If you do any kind of like gaming other than just on a console, then the Xbox is kind of the way to go. It's better with peripherals. So if you want to use like keyboard, mouse, wheels and sticks and stuff, although I guess there's an issue with Thrustmaster, but anyway, Xbox is definitely more connectivity friendly. If you've got a PlayStation, you pretty much have to have a PlayStation thing if you want it to connect. Even this keyboard, it has to be in like PlayStation mode. Most of the Xbox stuff doesn't really have that. Or you can just buy something for your PC and it will likely connect, to your Xbox. And graphics are basically a wash. I would say they're probably about the same. Although the PlayStation 5 has impressed me. So did all the other ones, but the PlayStation 5 is significantly faster than the other PlayStations ever were. Oh, I went all in on that. He's going to kill our teammate. I just wanted to get a kill with this thing. All right, I am actually going to go do biplanes because this is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to grind this off stream. It'd take too long to get in there, and if I really want to get in there and set these up, I don't know. This is what I've been having fun doing lately. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. This is the best dogfighting in the game. Bar none. You kind of get the most skill out of it just because you're constantly in fighting. Like those matches, why it gets frustrating, right? I want to practice stuff. It takes forever. You're just flying straight and level to get in there. Then when I do get in a fight, I might not even get to practice what I want to practice, because I'm flying a stock plane and the fight's being dictated by somebody else. So yeah, again, they just get kind of frustrating. And then you've got that one shot. Now the match is over. Now you got to start all over again. That's why I tell people, don't be afraid to do arcade. Don't let people badmouth it, especially for rank 1 to 3. At rank 3, like I said earlier, that's where you might want to start getting used to the ARB flight model because it's definitely more realistic and a little slower to react, and then sim is that next step even farther. Really excited to try that with stick and throttle and all that. All right. Yeah, we want that, and then I want to do this. Nice. At least we got a mod done. Okay. Did I finish a new plane for China? Not yet. We're almost done with the KI-44. Nice. And I'll be able to bring that in. Sweet. Throw it up, throw it up. I can't see ya. Awesome. Awesome. All right, might take me a battle or two to warm up to this one, especially since I've been moving around so much today, but man. I actually have a consult tomorrow for a waiver I need to. Yep. Those happen. And it's so rare to not need one, so don't worry about it. And just remember that when you go into training, especially those first, that, whatever you're going through, OCS or boot camp or whatever it's called nowadays, almost all of that is mental. Now they are going to tax you out physically, but so many people that fell along the way took that stuff personal and let it get to them. Laying in their rack at night. Why did he single me out? Why was he picking? Why did he call me that? You got to let that shit roll right off your back. The moment you let that stick, that's when they just start every day. They'll keep gnawing at that. Every day they'll pick at that wound. And the deeper it gets, the harder they'll start picking at it until you are gone. And don't let them do that to you. Because it's just a game. It's very much so. A lot of times they're laughing, behind their backs too. So try to take that for a grain of salt and try to learn from it as much as you can. Because a lot of times if they are yelling at you and getting on you, it's because they see something in you that they are trying to get out. And a lot of people will revert the other way and curl up and start feeling sorry for themselves. And the ones that succeed realize that, oh, well, screw him. I'm just going to do it, better. And then those ones come out then you're doing exactly what they want you to do, right? Now you're cooking. So you're already on the right track. And especially if you're already going into cryptology, yeah, you're going to be one of the smarter ones in the room. But yeah, so much of it. So much of it. Yeah. Hadn't really seen a lot of grown men cry. Yeah, until a lot of people have never been yelled at like that before either. Especially nowadays generation. I wonder how much they can get away with nowadays. Because I remember thinking, oh, please hit. Is he going to hit me? I think he might hit me. I think he's going to hit me. I'm still standing. Yeah. All right, we just need to wear this guy out. He's better than us, but we'll get him. He'll get sick of messing around. Ooh, I just blew that the wrong way. All right, I messed it up, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Uh-oh, maybe not. Oh, no, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, you fucked up now, buddy. One more and we got him. Come on. Come on. There we go. Stick with it, baby. There we go. Good night. Fucked with the wrong guy. Nothing wrong with me. Oh, he's pissed. He is pissed. Something's got to give now. Oh, no.